Greetings, everyone. Welcome back to Blade Bias. For the final Balisong in Ted's case, or at least in this case, hint, hint, we have the Palathea. Oh, what was that? I just looked at the name of this thing and I already can't remember. Palatheus Campo. What was it? This is the Palatheus Campanile? Something like that. Trainer. And this is very interesting. I believe Ted told me that this is in the price range of $300. And this thing really is so fascinating to me. We talked last video about the replicant and having like old school versus new school flipping. New school flipping is, or new school balisongs and balance are lighter, they're longer, they have weirder balances. Old school balisongs feel heavier, more handle bias, they maybe are a little bit shorter. That weight distribution is much different than we're really used to now, and that's the reason a lot of modern flippers don't really latch on to things like the Alpha Beast or the Replicant or the original 42 or whatever the case may be. And this thing really represents a melding of the two in a way that I've never really experienced before. Because what we have here looks like an old school Balisong. I mean, this trainer blade with the hole pattern and just the chunkiness of it, it just screams old school Balisong to me. Like, when I say old school, maybe 2015 to 2021. Maybe not super old school, but older than most of the flippers have been a part of this hobby. You know, there's a period before maybe like 2019 that, yeah, it may have only been, oh my God, 7 years ago. Whew. It may have only been 7 years ago, but most, if I'd say 90% of the current hobby didn't exist back then. So you get kind of like this old school vibe of like a before and after time of like before COVID and after COVID. So we have this, and this, I mean, again, I look at it and it just screams old Balisong to me. It's got the two little screws at the bottom to hold in the spacers. Almost kind of looks like an Alpha Beast down here. You've got Zen pin screws. Haven't seen those in a while. You have this trainer blade, which just looks old. It looks like those old Amazon trainers. It's nostalgic, I guess is maybe a better term for it. And I'm being nostalgic for a time that I didn't even exist in the hobby. I didn't even know about the hobby. So is that really nostalgia? Who knows? But when you flip it, it has this very new school style. And even in its proportions, like this is a very long Balisong. A Balisong that, closed at least, is rivaling the BB Barfly Barracuda. So when you open it up and you flip it, you're expecting in your head it to be kind of handle biased and slower. But then you get this long, light, agile, kind of neutral flipper, and it's awesome. I love it. I really love it. Now it's not perfect. It's still like got kind of a weirdness to it in its flipping, where the chaplains feel unstable even though they are stuck to my finger, and I do trust that it's going to stay on my finger. It feels like it's going to fly off at any moment. Chaplains, I just talked about. Fans feel fine. Like they carry enough momentum, but they can be a little bit difficult to get into. That being said, if you get into it correctly, if you hit it at the right speed, they fly. They carry so much momentum because there's a lot of weight being focused towards the outer sides of the Balisong. I mean, this blade is just a chunk of steel. So you're getting a lot of weight up there. You're getting a lot of weight from these spacers at the bottom down here. It's a very unexpectedly enjoyable Balisong. Nice ring to it as well. So it actually gets a thumbs up from me. Even though I don't know much about it beyond its name and its approximate price range, which I believe is around $300, because this is just a random Balisong I didn't know about before Ted sent it to me, I'm really enjoying this kind of mix-up of old school looks and new school flipping, if that makes any sense. And I think it's a fascinating... It's a fascinating team up. It's a fascinating Balisong. because my first impressions, I kind of wish I recorded some more of my first impressions of some of these things, but I just have not had enough time to spend with this case to be able to do my typical, like first impressions and then follow up style format. But the thing is that this thing flips totally differently than I was expecting when I first picked it up, and I actually really like it for that. So this was a sleeper hit in Ted's case, even though I can't pronounce its name and I don't even remember it to begin with. So that's pretty cool. Thanks, Polytheus, for making this thing. It's pretty cool. I actually really like it. Huge thank you to Ted for letting me check out all of this stuff, including this trainer right here. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Later.